Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. In professional wrestling, where scripted narratives intertwine with real-life relationships, the storylines often blur the boundaries between fact and fiction. The wrestling world was recently sent into a frenzy when Rhea Ripley announced her engagement to Buddy Matthews, a former WWE star now in AEW. This revelation added an unexpected layer to the already complex dynamic involving Rhea, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy. As scripted drama and genuine emotions intertwine, the tale of these three wrestlers presents a captivating narrative that transcends the confines of the ring. Reality and fiction are clashing in a way that is hard to comprehend. Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio's on-screen love affair in WWE. Dominik Mysterio was taken under Rhea Ripley's wing in the Judgment Day. The Clash at the Castle event in 2022 marked the inception of a narrative that would soon captivate wrestling enthusiasts worldwide. Rhea Ripley, an embodiment of strength and determination, found herself entwined with Dominik Mysterio, a rising star whose journey had been paved by the legacy of his father, Rey Mysterio. The unexpected turn of events saw Dominik betray his own family, aligning himself with the Judgment Day faction. The audacious betrayal provided a potent catalyst for the blossoming on-screen romance between Rhea and Dominik. From intense in-ring chemistry to shared victories and losses, their relationship developed under the watchful eyes of millions of fans. Rhea's claim to have turned Dominik into a man served as a cheeky nod to their partnership and added a layer of intrigue to their dynamic. As their alliance deepened, Rhea and Dominik showcased a magnetic synergy that extended beyond the ring. Their storyline transcended traditional wrestling narratives, evolving into an intricate web of passion, trust, and ambition. In an era where social media holds immense influence, Rhea and Dominik took their on-screen romance to the digital stage. Flirtatious tweets, affectionate Instagram posts, and endearing videos demonstrated a chemistry that resonated with fans, generating buzz and viral moments. The real-life origins of Rhea Ripley and AMP, Dominik Mysterio's partnership. Rhea Ripley and AMP, Dominik Mysterio, are not a couple in real life despite it going down a storm on screen. Their romance had an awkward beginning in real life, as Rhea told Sporting News Australia. She said, "He's not allowed to leave me because I need him, and I feel like he needs me too. Like you said, at the start, it seemed so weird. Putting our names next to each other, it just didn't seem right, especially because we didn't really know each other." Rhea added, "So we didn't know what was gonna happen or how things were gonna work, if it was gonna click or not, or if we'd even get along. We were on a very, hi, how are you basis, and that was about it. But I think us being so similar in age has really helped in this situation as well. He's only 6 months younger than me, I think, so that has definitely helped. We are on that same sort of level. It just clicks." Ripley also confessed at the time that their story is only beginning, saying, "It's really strange. It's hard to explain in words because it was something that just came so out of left field and no one expected it, but each and every week I go out there with Dom, I feel like our relationship grows to that next little step, which is really cool to see because it started off with us just awkwardly walking out there together, and I told Ray that I made his son into a man. Now we're going out there and we're having legit fun." In this day and age of wrestling, even after the death of Kayfabe, Rhea and Dominik have somehow been able to get their relationship over with the fans. Despite the fans clearly knowing that both of them are not dating each other, they have still compelled the fans to invest. Such insight and skill at such an early stage of their careers signals the bright future they have in WWE. As far as their real-life romantic partners are concerned, neither of them seem to mind Rhea and Dominik getting cozy on TV. Rhea Ripley's real-life relationship with Buddy Matthews. Rey Mysterio was dating someone who wasn't in the wrestling business. Behind the curtain of scripted rivalries and storylines, the personal lives of professional wrestlers often remain hidden from the spotlight. Rhea Ripley's off-screen relationship to Buddy Matthews brings a new layer of intrigue and complexity to her already multifaceted on-screen persona. Their real-life romance added an unexpected twist to the evolving narrative involving Rhea, Dominik, and the wrestling world. Rhea and Buddy's relationship began to emerge in May 2022 when they decided to share their connection with the public. Their initial interactions on social media hinted at a deepening bond, and as they stepped out as a couple, fans began to pay close attention. Dominik Mysterio, on the other hand, maintained his own off-screen engagement with a longtime girlfriend who intentionally remains outside the wrestling spotlight. This contrast added another layer of intrigue to the overall narrative. As Rhea Ripley's real-life engagement came to light, fans were left speculating on the impact it might have on her on-screen dynamic with Dominik Mysterio. But as we know now, they seem to be masters at separating their personal lives from their scripted romance. A complicated love triangle between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews is having fun with the pairing of Rhea Ripley and Amp. Dominik Mysterio. The era of social media has added an entirely new dimension to the already complex world of professional wrestling storylines. The intertwining narratives of Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy Matthews have taken on a life of their own on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, blurring the lines between scripted drama and real-life emotions. Rhea Ripley's social media presence has been a constant source of intrigue for fans. The perplexing aspect emerges when one takes a closer look at her posts. On one hand, there are candid and affectionate snapshots shared with Buddy Matthews, and on the other, there are flirtatious exchanges and playful interactions with Dominik Mysterio. Buddy Matthews, not one to remain in the shadows, has injected his own brand of playfulness into the mix. Frequently commenting on Rhea's interactions with Dominik, his expressions of mild jealousy have captured the attention of fans and generated countless conversations. The entanglement of scripted and real-life emotions serves as a reminder that, while professional wrestling is choreographed entertainment, the human element remains a constant factor. The reactions, interactions, and playful jealousies showcased on social media bring a layer of authenticity that only enhances the intrigue surrounding the Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy Matthews saga. If fantasy booking is allowed, imagine if Buddy ever returns to WWE and gets involved with Dominik and Rhea. Now that is entertainment. Even on AEW programming, the likes of The Acclaimed have made digs towards Buddy Matthews and his role in the on-screen WWE relationship between Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio. This only further proves that Matthews is fully on board with keeping this whole thing fun and lighthearted, even though to some it may come across a little weird. In an interesting and sometimes forgotten note, Buddy Matthews was also in an on-screen relationship with Dominik's sister. Dominik Mysterio is now married, and not to Mommy. Dominik Mysterio got married to Marie Juliette in 2024. Dominik Mysterio might be Mommy's Dom on WWE Raw, but outside of the ring this doesn't extend to real life, as Mysterio has been in a relationship with his childhood sweetheart Marie Juliette for a long time, and the pair recently got married in 2024. This was a fairly public wedding, with videos of WWE superstars and members of his family in attendance. Mysterio's Judgment Day buddies Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest were in attendance, and Priest even revealed in an interview with WrestlingNews.co that he actually began the booze at the wedding. He said, "It was beautiful, man. I was honored to be a part of the wedding, to just attend the wedding, and we had such a good time." Then obviously, busting his chops, and there was a moment when they did say he's gonna say a few words. I remember I just turned to my table and I was like, "We got to do it. We're doing it. Right," and I just turned back around and I did it. Then my table followed in and I was like, "Okay, that was nice." Then he went to speak again and the entire wedding party, everybody did it, and then I really laughed and he just gave me a look. That was a good one. But man, the whole thing was, what a good day for him and his wife. So that was a special night. Rhea Ripley has been open about her happiness with Buddy Matthews. Rhea Ripley revealed Buddy Matthews is not threatened by her success in WWE. It might be strange to see your partner on national television in a romantic storyline with another wrestler, but it isn't an issue for AEW's Buddy Matthews. From a male ego perspective, one could imagine that issues could come up with Ripley being in a more prominent role and having more success, But Ripley revealed on the Impulsive podcast that this has never been a problem for their relationship. When speaking on Matthews' position in AEW as part of the House of Black compared to her heading into a second straight WrestleMania World Title match, Ripley noted that there is no jealousy. She said, "He also knows that at the end of the day, the platform that I'm on, this might make a lot of people mad, but it's obviously higher. I feel like he doesn't get threatened by that, and he says he doesn't either. I take his word. I trust him. I believe him. He's very comfortable in what he's doing and who I am. He also loves to help me along the way and help me grow, which is what a relationship should be. It's a team, right? Yeah. H/TPW Torch, everything seems quite healthy when it comes to the engagement between Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews, with everything still all clearly being held in good fun when it comes to the love triangle that doesn't really exist." She also spoke on if the stuff with Mysterio affects her home life, noting that it really does not in the slightest. She said, "He's, Matthews, so chill with it. He loves Dom as well. They had the storyline before where Matthews was dating Mysterio's sister, Elliot. So yeah, he doesn't mind at all, which is amazing because it makes my life at home and work so much easier." Rhea Ripley and Amp, Buddy Matthews, are now married. The newly married couple dressed in black after announcing their engagement back in 2023. Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews took advantage of their respective time away from WWE and AEW due to injuries to officially tie the knot and get married. Ripley made a post to her social media showing the date of their wedding to have been June 23, 2024. In full consistency with their respective darker characters and roles in the Judgment Day and House of Black factions in WWE and AEW, they each donned black attire for their wedding photos. Ripley and Matthews are in this for the long haul now, and congratulations go out to them. Both Ripley and Mysterio are now happily married off-screen. When it comes to on-screen, things are well and truly rocky. Liv Morgan has inserted herself into the Dominik Mysterio and Amp, Rhea Ripley relationship. Dominik Mysterio could be lured away from mommy ever since Liv Morgan injured Rhea Ripley after WrestleMania 40. She has made it her goal to take everything from her. This includes the WWE Women's World Championship and Dominik Mysterio. WWE have offered numerous teases of something nefarious going on, whether it be little Easter eggs and social media posts being spotted in the background of interviews, or obvious hints such as Morgan caressing Mysterio, jumping all over him, and planting a kiss on him in attempts at seduction. With Ripley not on TV due to injury, Mysterio has been left with hard choices and conflicting emotions. This has led to Mysterio accidentally helping Morgan to defeat Becky Lynch to win the Women's World Championship, raising suspicions about his true intentions. Morgan has been relentless in her attempts to woo over Mysterio, who hasn't exactly rejected her advancements thus far, and has always been saved by other members of the Judgment Day. It remains to be seen what path Mysterio will go down, and how Ripley will react whenever she returns. Either way, this could either be the end of their on-screen relationship or the start of something much stronger. The relationship between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Amp, Buddy Matthews, explained in the world of professional wrestling. Relationships are as dynamic and unpredictable as the storylines that unfold in the ring. Among the most fascinating to fans is the triangle that exists between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy Matthews. On screen, Ripley has been Dominik's fierce ally in the Judgment Day faction, but off-screen, she shares a real-life relationship with fellow wrestler Buddy Matthews. This unique mix of real and fictional narratives has captured the imagination of fans worldwide. The rise of Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley's on-screen partnership. Rhea Ripley, known for her aggressive in-ring style and her distinct punk rock look, is one of WWE's fastest-rising female stars. Since her debut, Ripley has quickly garnered a massive fan following for her fearless attitude and dominance over opponents. However, her storyline with Dominik Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's son, elevated her to a different level of popularity. Dominik Mysterio's career took a major turn in late 2022 when he turned on his father, aligning himself with the Judgment Day faction, which Ripley was already a part of. This decision marked a significant character shift for Dominik, allowing him to step out of Rey's shadow. The Judgment Day, a villainous group including Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Ripley herself, welcomed Dominik with open arms. But what really captured the fans' attention was the partnership between Dominik and Rhea Ripley. The on-screen chemistry between the two was palpable. Ripley often referred to herself as Dominik's mommy, and she played a protective, almost possessive role in Dominik's journey as he embraced his darker persona. Fans were quick to speculate about the nature of their bond. Was it merely a strategic alliance, or was there something more romantic behind the scenes? Their segments were often filled with teasing moments, where Ripley seemed to flirt with Dominik, while he followed her lead like a devoted disciple. This power dynamic helped Dominik solidify his role as a heel, as Ripley's influence over him made him both cocky and cunning. Together, they became one of the most hated yet talked about duos in WWE. Buddy Matthews, the real-life love interest, while Dominik and Rhea's on-screen chemistry led to a flurry of fan theories about their relationship, the reality is that Rhea Ripley is romantically involved with someone else, fellow wrestler Buddy Matthews, formerly known as Buddy Murphy in WWE, and now performing in AEW. Ripley and Matthews' relationship has been openly discussed on social media, where they share glimpses of their life together, making it clear that their bond is strong. Buddy Matthews, a seasoned athlete with an intense wrestling style, shares Ripley's love for fitness, and the two often post their joint workouts, showcasing the strength and discipline they bring to their respective careers. Their relationship appears to be one of mutual support and admiration, a sentiment Ripley has echoed in interviews. Despite their real-life romance, both Ripley and Matthews have maintained a professional approach to their respective storylines. Matthews, currently working in All Elite Wrestling, AEW, has his own path to follow, separate from WWE's narratives. However, that hasn't stopped fans from drawing parallels between his character and Dominik, Ripley's on-screen partner. The intersection of fiction and reality. The intertwining of fiction and reality has always been a part of professional wrestling's allure, and the situation involving Rhea, Dominik, and Buddy is no different. Many fans find themselves invested in the potential drama between Ripley's real-life relationship with Matthews and her fictional one with Dominik. They wonder whether WWE will eventually blur the lines between reality and storyline, possibly bringing Matthews into the fold, creating an epic confrontation between him and Dominik. Interestingly, Ripley has addressed this topic in a playful manner during interviews. She acknowledges the rumors and speculations, but makes it clear that her relationship with Matthews is rock solid, despite her on-screen antics with Dominik. For Ripley, the separation between her personal and professional life is clear, though she enjoys the fun dynamics her storyline with Dominik brings to WWE programming. As for Dominik, his portrayal as the impressionable and somewhat gullible member of Judgment Day fits perfectly with Ripley's role as the dominant figure in their duo. His mommy reference toward Ripley adds an additional layer of complexity to their dynamic as Dominik continues to develop his own heel persona. The fact that fans are constantly questioning the nature of their relationship means the storyline is succeeding in its goal of creating intrigue. The potential future of this dynamic. So, where does this leave the tangled web between Ripley, Dominik, and Buddy? The answer lies in WWE's willingness to play with reality and fiction. Given that WWE has historically pulled inspiration from real-life relationships to fuel on-screen drama, there's always the possibility that Buddy Matthews could eventually make an appearance in WWE, leading to an inevitable confrontation with Dominik. A potential feud between Matthews and Dominik could easily be built around Ripley's loyalty. Would her heart belong to her real-life partner, or would she stick with Dominik and Judgment Day? Such a storyline would provide endless entertainment for fans, blurring the lines between reality and scripted drama, keeping audiences guessing. In terms of character development, Dominik's partnership with Ripley could also take another turn. While they currently enjoy their run as villains in Judgment Day, WWE is known for its sudden twists. A betrayal or fallout could occur, possibly leading to Ripley and Dominik going their separate ways in future storylines. Alternatively, the partnership could evolve, with Dominik growing more independent and perhaps challenging Ripley's control over him. Either direction would add layers to their characters and keep their storylines fresh. Conclusion: the relationship between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Buddy Matthews is a fascinating intersection of professional wrestling's fantasy world and real-life relationships. Ripley's on-screen chemistry with Dominik has captivated audiences, but her off-screen romance with Buddy Matthews brings an extra layer of complexity and intrigue to the situation. As wrestling fans, we find ourselves drawn into these relationships because they remind us that, at its core, wrestling is about storytelling, stories of loyalty, power, and sometimes love. Whether WWE chooses to incorporate Matthews into the narrative or simply let the storyline between Ripley and Dominik play out on its own, one thing is for certain: this triangle will continue to captivate and intrigue fans for years to come.